With the introduction of many web app services like Ringer, Squadcast, and many more, the need for connecting with the guest via a phone is diminishing. However, there are plenty of reasons why you might want a unique call-in phone number. If your podcast is structured in that way, where you're going to take live calls, having a fixed number could be the way to go. But you most certainly don't want to use your personal phone number, as that could cause many issues. What you want is a dedicated phone number that will allow you to accept calls and won't ring and disturb you when you're not taking calls. I'll show you 2 ways I've accomplished this, and I'll give you some other ideas as well. First up would be Skype in. Now this is going to cost you a little bit of money, but as you can see, you can select your country or region of choice. And then once you go through those steps, you're going to be presented with a pay plan for getting a Skype in number. So what I have done is I have that number forwarded into my Skype account, whereas people can call in and then I can just bring in the calls via Skype, even though they're using a phone to call my Skype in. If you don't mind using a cell phone, you could also get a Google Voice number. A Google Voice number is easy to obtain. Simply create or log into your Google account and then head to voice.google.com. In the settings area, which I'm not going to pull up here because all my information is in there, but in the settings, you're able to forward calls to another phone number that you verify. So I have mine set to forward to my cell phone number, and then using a Rodecaster Pro or a Mixcast 4 or a Zoom P4 or P8 with the TRRS input. Simply take one end of the TRRS cable, plug it into your cell phone port, as long as it has a headphone port, and then you plug the other end into the Mixcast 4, Rodecaster Pro, Zoom P4, Zoom P8, or any device that allows you to bring in TRRS. Then when people call, they're on their own separate channel, and you can manipulate their volume separately from your own. Other ways to tackle this issue would be Blog Talk Radio. Now they have a plan at the time of this recording, which is up to 50 callers per session, up to 2 hours a day, and so on and so forth. You can go through all their little checklists for $39.99 a month. They have a free plan. They have a $99 plan, $249 a month plan. Kind of expensive, kind of steep, but if you have a need for something like that, it could be something to look at. Another option would be Call-In Studio. This one's been around for a long time, and they have varying prices on their plans for per minute calling. Also, you could get a custom phone number and much more. But what's cool about Call-In Studio is you're able to queue up calls. So depending on the pricing plan, it will dictate how many maximum calls you can get, how many you could have in the queue at a time, and so on and so forth. Another thing to think about is there's also a lot of business solutions that you could just co-op and use for podcasting. So you could simply go to Google, DuckDuckGo, or any search engine and type in business call lines or business call services, something to that effect, and go through the various offerings that these other companies out there have. And you might get lucky and find one that is relatively reasonably priced and has the flexibility to queue calls and so on and so forth. Right now, all I do is simply forward my Google Voice number into my cell phone or use my Skype in and take calls that way. That's how I do it. I don't even have more than a few people that are going to call in on any given show. Another way I tackle it are services like I mentioned earlier, where you could have Squadcast and they give you an invitation link, or any service like that, like Ringer, Zencastr, any of them. And you can simply send out the join link, bring them into the conversation via a browser, and then there's no phone call is being made. This works really well for people who are in other countries. as they can just join on the link and join the conversation that way. Only cons on that is sometimes trying to get their audio level with yours. Otherwise, it's a good option. But I hope this was helpful. And if you are taking calls in a different manner, please comment in the comment section down below. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel for more opinion pieces, reviews, and much more. Stay tuned to free podcast tools. Thank you.